Hello, everybody. If you're watching on the replay, hello. We'll get started in just a couple minutes. We're going to work on this table. And we'll do an update on the pieces for the upcoming workshop, too. So that'll be fun. Hello, everybody. Hi, Tina. Tina, thank you so much for emailing me about the size of the platform for the harmony pattern. I am so glad you emailed me because I can fix that now. I'm like, what a bonehead thing to leave out. Hi, David. How you doing? It's good to see ya. I'm eating some licorice right now. Audrey may or may not hang out with us. No, she's going to bed. And we're going to work on this table today. It's coming along pretty good. We're going to work on building up these petals and doing more of these, going all the way around. And we'll do some top dots too, probably. Oh, I appreciate it so much, Tina. Thank you for reaching out. You guys help me out so much. So grateful. So, what's everybody up to? Oh my God, what happened to the internet? Everybody still here? I had an internet blip. Sorry about that, you guys. Hi, Kim. All right, hopefully we're still okay here. Let me know if you're still here. Hopefully everybody's all right. We had an internet blip. Okay. So, I am super happy with how this is progressing. I have... Okay, good. Awesome. Thank you. Thanks, David. You're still here? Okay, awesome. Thanks, Kim. Hi, Cara. Good to see you guys. Saturdays are always a quick turnaround to sit down and get settled. For me, I go see my dad every day around lunchtime, and I stay till around 3 o'clock or so. So it's a quick turnaround for me to get home and do this, but it's I look forward to it because dead time to me, empty time in between one task and another is just an absolute black hole pit of despair kind of situation. I try to schedule things as well as I can, but yes, I did paint my nails. They're already chipping off though, so they're not great. But can I tell you how much joy these painted nails have given me over the last couple of days since I did it? I think I did it after the live on Thursday night. And I hold my hands differently. I use my hands more when I'm talking. When I'm on my phone, I look at my phone like this instead of like this. It's so funny. And it's just reminded me. I used to love going and getting my nails done, my natural nails. I've got a couple that are just so low. I used to go and get acrylic nails all the time, and I absolutely loved it. I'm a picker too, so the acrylic nails kept me from picking any time that I got anxious or bored or anything. So I need to get, these thumbnails are just too short, so I got to get them a little bit longer and I can go get my nails done again. But this has been a wonderful bridge to that. I think I'm going to give myself another little manicure tonight and put some oil on my hands and take care of my hands a little bit. But it's just so interesting how, I don't know, when I have my nails done, even when it's, not the best nail job and it's all peeling off, I just feel so much more put together. It's so nice. So thank you for noticing. Thanks, Tina. My knee is doing much better, Kim. Thank you for asking. A little bit of rest and some ice and wrapping it and getting some compression definitely helped out a lot. Hi, Rose. How are you? It's so good to see you. How have you been? I've missed you. I've missed you guys. Thank you so much, and so sorry for not doing the live last night. To be brutally honest, I've been struggling a little bit mentally over the last little bit, just with the weight of everything that's going on with my family, and it's been just really heavy. Everything's okay. It's when you pretend to be fine for long enough, eventually the mask cracks, right? And yesterday my mask cracked big time, and it threw me for a big loop, and I didn't have the ability to make any kind of conversation or even drum up the energy to be interested in doing any of this. I wanted to sleep, and I rested, and I got some other stuff done. I did some other stuff. But it was a good reset, and it was a good lesson. That I have not been doing what I know that I need to do to tune into my body and to listen to it more, because it is telling me how I'm doing, and I haven't been listening. So I've kind of changed up my schedule for the next little bit. I have been burning the candle at both ends, staying up until 2 o'clock in the morning, and then getting up at 7 and doing what needs to be done for Mom, then trying to get some work done, then going to see Dad, then coming home and doing all of that. And I wasn't giving myself a chance to sleep. So I have now changed my hours that unless there is a specific appointment or reason, I don't have to be out of bed before 10 a.m., which gives me, I'm going to give myself 8 hours sleep. So if I do have nights where I stay up until 2 a.m., I used to have those nights all the time where I would sit up and paint until 2 a.m., just kind of really get absorbed and lost into my music. And I've been missing that too. So I'm hoping that this is not only going to help make it, an easier way for me to take care of myself and make sure I'm getting the proper rest by changing up my schedule a little, but it's going to open up a little bit of freedom for me to really say, okay, it's 8 o'clock at night. It's quiet. Mom's getting ready to go to bed. This is the quietest, most peaceful time for me to have some alone time. Or after 11, after I'm done a live on a Friday, to be able to sit and paint until 2 o'clock in the morning and not have it hanging over my head going, yeah, you want to sit and paint, but you have to get up at 7 tomorrow and all of that stuff, right? So I'm doing the best that I can to kind of implement new things, but yesterday was just a day where it was, nope, I'm out. I can't do anything. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you for the understanding. I've been so crazy. My daughter graduated from high school, Rose. I've been struggling mentally about it. Oh, that's got to be so hard. And you know what? This is why this community is so powerful, right? Because we can get together, and we can get together for the common purpose of, I just want to do the thing that makes me feel so good. And it's the thing that's made me feel better than any of the other things for a long time. And to tap into it, not just for healing energy, but actual peace. So I think that's super powerful. I'm so glad you're getting back to what you love, and do as much as you can, right? Thank you, Vicky. Oh, I love you guys too. Thank you, Tina. Sleep until noon, stay up till 1 a.m. Yeah, right? And it's changing the schedule, and I was fighting my body's wanting to have a schedule. So, yeah, and I haven't gotten a lot of that alone time lately. I've been feeling the weight of that I was going to bed at around the same time Mom was, and I wake up, and so I was never really alone. And after living alone for a decade, it's gotten to that point. So good things in place, really good plans in place. I've got a lot of really exciting projects that I'm actually very energized to spend some time on. The workshop, the first mini live for the workshop, the upcoming workshop, is coming up this coming Wednesday. And so then we've got the workshop on the 24th and 25th, which is going to be so much fun. I am so excited to see what you guys do with this, because this is, even though it's done on flower pots, you can do it on absolutely anything. I'm going to show you a couple of things, but yeah, it's so crucial. I will tell her, Cara. Thank you. Life gets in my way when I cannot crochet. Yes, exactly, right? It's heavy. So doing things to get onto a good track, doing things to take care of myself, and I want to be able to be here so that we all have this place to come and give ourselves that opportunity to just take care of ourselves. So with that being said, let's get to painting, shall we? I'm excited. I am going to munch on some snacks today. I've got some Lay's salt and pepper chips. I'm not sponsored. I'm just saying that because people always ask me what I'm eating. And I've got some licorice, got some Diet Pepsi. What are you guys working on? Have forced yourself diamond painting, been struggling. Yeah, and you know what? Maybe there's some universal energy stuff happening that just, I think the world alone can be a really heavy place to be sometimes, right? And we all feel it. We all feel it, and the hardest part is knowing that it is something that we have to look after ourselves, and that's a hard thing to do. So the fact that we are all here and able to encourage each other and remind each other what we need to do makes a big difference. And one thing that I've really come to in the last little while is that when I start to struggle, I completely shut down and I disappear. And I want to start to practice not getting to the point where I've disappeared and come back and then want to explain where I've been and where my head is at. I want to practice doing that a little bit more in the moment. So, and that's because you guys provide such a really safe space for me to do that. So I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try the vulnerability role a little bit. Some of the brutal honesty of where I'm at, just to even verbalize it for myself, because then maybe I can move that forward. Yeah, self-isolation can be very comforting, right? And I know that while I will survive just fine if I self-isolate, I don't want to survive alone. I want to have friends and community and people to rely on, right? And that will rely on me as well, that I can be there for. And I want to get better at that because I'm really not good at that right now. But that's okay. Hi, Barb. All right, let's paint. So in these petals we are doing, I think we're going to do 2, 2, and 3. So 2 rows of the light yellow, 2 rows of the medium yellow, and then 3. Or it might even end up only being 2. We'll see how it is after we've got a total of 6 rows of walking dots. But we might end up being able to squeeze in a 7th. So the first thing I'm going to do is give my paints a stir. Now I'm a bonehead that usually will tempt fate and stir my paints over top of my painting, but I'm going to be an adult for now, and I'm going to move this out of the way. Oh, and I want to show you guys something. Okay, so we want to talk about the workshop pieces for just a second. I had to stop painting for a few months. I just don't have it in me. But I'm back, and I think we could. Oh, David. Oh, I feel that. And how wonderful. How wonderful to be able to come back to something and have it, even though it's something you haven't been able to do, you know, when you do get back to it and know that it's still there for you in the same way that it was there for you before. That's lovely. Geez, I smoked some good weed today. I got a lot of insight going on. Wow. Anyways, okay. That helps, by the way. So this is one of the workshop pieces, right? The very first time I did it was on one of the Dot Mandala Inspiration Deck Lives where we pulled a card and the card was laughter. This flower pot is going to Sharon with the other teapot, with the Phoenix teapot. So this was the first one that we did. And then I did the pink colors. I love you too. I love you guys. You're amazing. Gotta move you all here to Canada with me, and we'll have our own little tiny house artistic commune in the forest. It'll be fantastic, I promise. So when I did these colors, when I wanted to do for the workshop, what we did in the first workshop was we did the round design and then we converted it to a wraparound design. So from this design, it morphed into this as the wraparound design, right? Wouldn't that be fun, Kim? Hi, Molly. It's good to see ya. So it morphed into this design. So these are the 2 that we're going to be painting in the workshop. Now, the last time, I had so much fun preparing for the workshop because I just kept painting more and more of the same design but in different colors. And I want to do that for all of the workshops because I want it to be able to help you guys who are coming to the workshops get some really different ideas for color. right? Like if you looked at this and this was the only color suggestion that you had for it, you'd probably think of changing out the pink, maybe changing to a different color of green, you know, and that's what I would think if I looked at this. I look at this and I see floral, 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 right? And if I hadn't already done it in this, my mind wouldn't go to this kind of a color combo. Not initially anyway. It would take a lot of prodding to get it there. So I'm having some fun doing some extra ones again now, and I'm also taking this design and making it into a flat one. So if you don't want to paint or don't have access to a flower pot that you want to paint, you'll be able to paint it on a flat surface. So the third color combo that I did, I put up a video and asked for suggestions, got a lot of peacock color combos, but I added the purple in there too, and I freaking love this one. This one makes me so happy. So there's part of me that says that I need to take this now and do it in the wraparound design so I have another set of the two flower pots, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I started the wraparound one in this color combo. I'm going to finish it. I didn't like it before. I am going to finish it, but it's not my favorite so far. I'm hoping it turns into one of those ones that becomes my favorite. Now, for the flat design, okay, I'm so excited. So we took that, like that peacock one, and I put it on an 8x10, an 8x10, yeah, 8x10. No, it's not 8x10, is it? Maybe it is. Why am I thinking 6x8? Anyways, I think it is a 6x8 number. Find my ruler. Nine, almost 10. Oh, it's an 8x10. Anyways, so this is what that design looks like on a flat surface, so that you can see how it's going to spread out and be like this beautiful flowery pop of brightness and wonderfulness. And this one's going to take me a little bit longer because I have so many ideas for top dots and how I'm going to fill it in up there, but just know that you don't have to have a flower pot. You don't have to have the enamel, multi-surface, or glass paints that are more expensive if you want to come to the workshop. It's going to work perfectly fine on a flat surface as well. So you don't have to be ready to paint on ceramics or any of that other stuff. This is the Liquitex gouache paints that Zara sent me, and you guys do not even know how friggin' smooth this stuff, how it dries. This one's a bit of a cluster because I had to pick some of it off. I stuck my hand in some paint, so it's got a little texture. The teal and the blue are just regular Deco Art Americana paints, but all the rest are fluorescent acrylic gouache paints, and the gouache paints are really nice to work with. They dry a lot slower, but oh my god, it's so fun. I don't put varnish on after I'm done painting the mugs or the flower pots. I use glass enamel or multi-surface acrylic paints, and they actually cure to be top shelf dishwasher safe after baking. So the paint cures on. There is a dishwasher safe varnish from Mod Podge that is, I think you have to air dry for 28 or 30 days. But it's an option if you're not super comfortable with using the multi-surface paints or baking it. I am going to do a test at some point where I'm going to use regular acrylics, and then I'm going to use the dishwasher Mod Podge just to see how it works, to see if it's another option so that you could paint on ceramics. And I mean, it's still a 30-day drying time, which is a pain in the ass, but at least to have another option, right? So I hope that helps anyway with some ideas for, I'm going to be posting a ton of these ideas for the upcoming workshop. If you haven't gotten a ticket already for the workshop, they are available through the link in my bio. And they're $20 Canadian. It's going to be 8 hours of lives, minimum 8 hours of lives. And all of the videos are going to be recorded. You'll have lifetime access to the videos as well. So I think it's going to be fun. If you're coming to the workshop, have you guys picked colors yet? I haven't decided what I'm going to, what colors I'm going to use for the actual workshop itself. But we'll see how it goes. So let me just scroll back, make sure I haven't missed anything. I know I missed some back here. Bear, right back. I am going to need a way bigger tiny house, Barb. Way bigger. I'm going to have to get 2 tiny houses together. That would be fantastic. Yay, Molly started painting again. That's so wonderful. What are you working on today? I'm totally going to blame the weed. Purples, fantastic. Always know that there is nothing wrong with using the same colors over and over and over again. If you enjoy it and it means that you're going to sit down and paint, who cares if it's the same color combo that you always use or that you used the last time, right? Be kind to yourself and let yourself do what you love. So I thought I was just talking, but apparently I was talking directly to you, Barb, when I just said that, eh? Just here for a couple minutes, Jan. I'm at my brother's. We're fixing. I'm not going out. Oh, it was good to see ya. I'm glad you were able to pop in and say hi. Excited but not sure how many of the live workshops you'll get to. Haven't picked colors or what to paint on. So how can we help you with that, Vicki? Is there anything we can do to help you make decisions on that stuff? And I know it's disappointing. It's hard when you can't make it to the workshops live, and it's never the same when it's recordings. I know that, but I'll try to make sure I talk to you and keep me posted as things come up during the workshop, and I will help you out anytime. That's for everybody. You know, if you're doing one of the workshops and you're watching the recordings, if things come up, you just let me know. Fixing on going out. Gotcha. Just finished a green, gold, and cream. Ooh, that sounds beautiful. Very elegant. That sounds wonderful. And that's the hard part, right? That's the real part, Vicki, is just, yeah, I want to, but life keeps happening. And it's hard to do. It's really hard to do, I know. Doing your rolling R. I can't do it. All right. A sip. And a sip and a chip. I'm going to grab a chip too. Preparing for paper crafts class. I'm teaching on Sunday morning. 3 more cards to design. Oh, wow. That's fun. That's exciting. How many do you have? How many are you teaching in total for the workshop or the class? I'm going to try and get you guys a better angle here too for the painting. 1 second. Trying very hard not to stick my arm in anything. 2 sessions each with 3 or 4 students. Oh, that's amazing. That's so fun. Do you do that through a local organization, or how did you get started doing that? Most people that are here do more than just the dot painting, right? And the dot mandalas. I always love hearing about all the different stuff that you guys do. There's so much more. About 3 hours. Oh, nice. That's a good chunk of time. A nice manageable number of people, eh? Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to bring you here. Do it once a month in my home. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. That's so awesome. I figured that was what you meant. Yep. That's really cool. I love it. So how did you get into painting dot mandalas? Did you just come across it one day and get the urge? How did all you guys start doing dot painting? If you feel like sharing your origin story. A new adventure for me, just dabbling a bit. Nice. That's a fun thing to dabble in. It's nice when you can have a few different things that you enjoy doing, right? Ones that you really invest a lot of time into, and others that you do just for the pure enjoyment of it. I was searching Zentangle in Rangoli and tripped over me. That was when I was really in your face and posting like 6 times a day, right? Remember those days? God, they were tiring. They were fun though. That's what I want to get back to. And I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad that you did. I'm so lucky to have met you guys. I saw diamond painting on TikTok, like commercials, and I thought, wow, that looks like something I'd love. Fantastic. I was really new then. We're laying on her floor. Somehow found you and you inspired me to give it a try, Tina. That's so cool. A friend of mine shared her friend that started dotting. They went through breast cancer treatment together anyway. The painter has classes at her house, so I've taken a couple. That's so amazing. That's so cool. God, I love it. I'm going to bring you up here just a little bit. Because of you, many people have jobs. I support art shit. There you go. Yep. Barbara's the first person to get me start thinking about doing workshops like we're doing now. I tried them in other forms at other points in time, but they weren't sustainable. These ones I think are going to be really good. Remember that when you do get your ticket for the workshop, that you're going to get a second email from my website that's going to have an attachment. You got to open up that attachment, and that's where you'll find the link to join the Facebook group. There's a private Facebook group where the workshop's going to be held. That's where the lives will be, and that's where the recordings are going to be housed for a little bit. So make sure that after you get your workshop ticket, you keep an eye out for that second email. And if you don't get one, message me, and check your spam and junk folders too, just in case. But it's gonna be fun. And then in July, we are going to do Christmas ornaments. We're going to do a Christmas in July. Would be better if you did in-home sessions. I know that would be so nice, right? I was looking for something to help me unwind and came across Kristen Uhrig. Yes. Oh, her artwork is so gorgeous. Someday maybe we'll do retreats where it'll be like you don't go to a spa, you come up here and paint with me for a week. That could be fun, eh? All right, I'm still going to be doing a lot of spinning because I'm going to be doing just the peak dots and then turning this. So hopefully you won't get dizzy, but we'll see how it goes. And I do love to travel. So Tina, one of the things you might not know about me is that in 2020, when the world shut down, I had already given notice at my apartment that I was going to be leaving, and I bought a truck. I was getting ready to buy a camper, and I was going to go on the road and go across North America and come around and visit people and hold workshops and do art fairs and craft fairs and just go on adventures. And I was going to go down through the States and then up and then back across Canada too. So there was a time not too long ago then when that was going to happen, but then, the world shut down and stuff happened with my dad, but you never know. That might happen again someday. You just never know. We'll plan our Dot Mandala Addicts cruise. I'll pick somewhere. And in every port, we'll have to find places where we can go buy art supplies. Wouldn't that be cool, eh, Tina? It was a very sad day when I realized that wasn't going to happen. That I wasn't going to be traveling all around, but you never know. Oh, I'm so nervous I'm going to stick my arm in the paint here. VR headsets, there you go. That's the idea. Barb thinking out of the box. Thinking outside the box. All right. I'm going to bring you back here. And we'll start doing these walking dots. So for the next minute or so, I'm not going to be able to see the screen of my phone. I'm going to have to focus here for a minute. But when I have finished these walking dots, I'll come back to the comments and scroll back and catch up on anything that I've missed. Mm-hmm. This is the part where it can just be so zen. I think I need another chip. Sorry if you don't like crunching, but it's happening. Just sitting here thinking, I wonder how much time is left for this one to be finished. And I think I've probably got about another 6 to 8 hours. Maybe not that many, but I wouldn't be surprised. 6 to 8 live hours anyway. 6 to 8 live hours is the equivalent of 3 to 4 regular hours for me because I talk so much on the lives. It slows me down. All right. Medium yellow is now done. Let's do a zoom out. We'll have a quick look. This is where we are at now. It's amazing what just 2 rows of walking dots will do, eh? Oh, there's some sunshine. And then we're going to keep working on these. There's metallic top dots that need to go in the center of all these petals, metallic top dots in there as well. So this one we'll be able to finish today, and I'll be able to put the top dots in it, so we'll be able to see what's actually going to look like. I still have some spots that I'll probably end up putting in some more detail to fill in some more space, like right in here. But I'm not really sure what that's going to be yet. So it'll probably be something in the metallic espresso. All right, let me scroll back. Dun, dun, dun. Hi, Zara. Launching lots of reels of campers who live in their vans and just travel around. Wouldn't that be amazing? I'd love it too. I would love it too. Get a few people, we get a caravan. Oh, be amazing. Zara, I tried out the gouache finally. And I'm working on this one. So I've got, I don't know if you guys can see, but there are orange top swoops on these ones and the top dots, pink on purple. We're going to do the orange. We're going to also do yellow on top of these. And then I'm going to do some other colors in and around here too as this gets going. But I love them, Zara. They're such a dream to work with. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, that's what we were saying. I'd love to live in a tiny house, but I wouldn't be able, I'd have to have 2. One to live in and one for my art supplies. And you know, I think that could be a really interesting idea too. Like you get a bit of land, you get those do-it-yourself tiny home sheds from Home Depot for like 10 grand each. You build a little causeway in between and like a covered porch. You're golden. How are you doing, Zara? Oh, wonderful, Jan. I'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night. Have a wonderful day. She's probably all gone, but if you watch the replay, bye. Love ya. Thanks, Dina. Can't help it. I'm so excited. I've got some other ideas that I want to play with now. Now the number of ideas, I just can't slow them down in my head. And now I want to go, I might start going once a week and getting a bottle of their paints. They're just lovely. I'm excited to see them all lit up. It's going to be fun. Okay, moving on to dark yellow. We're going to do at least 2 rows of dark yellow top dots, possibly 3. And I'm just going to give my dark yellow a stir off to the side so that I don't risk dumping anything. What have you been working on, Zara? And how are you doing? Have we done a rundown of what everybody's working on today? If you're painting or diamond painting or crocheting or just doing your thing today? What is the thing that you're doing today? What are you working on? All right. I'm going to keep eating some licorice. And we're going to do the peak dots on these ones in the dark. So we're going to do at least 2 rows of dark yellow. Mm-hmm. Trying hard to get brush strokes. Oh, wow. I have not been brave enough to try that yet. Look at you go. It looks really hard. Good on you for getting started. Been doing admins, pattern to write, listings to do. Oh, God, I know I hate that stuff so much. I've got literally 15 panels that are painted that just need photography. So I've probably got 8 panels that just need photography, and I've got another 7 that need resin and then photography. They're like steps away. You're painting Zara's Calla Lily pattern. Oh, fantastic. Aren't Zara's patterns absolutely gorgeous? So beautiful. Yeah, all the fun stuff, right? I feel ya. That's the dream, right? Is someday I'm going to have enough money that I can hire someone to write my product listings on my website, edit videos. Have you started using ChatGPT at all, Zara? I don't know if you've tried it. It's the AI chatbot. It is bananas what it wrote for me. Hi, Christine. How's it going? How was your day? Are you still there? What's going on? I should show it in my live one of these days. Just got home. How did it go? Was it a good day? Haven't used any of his content yet. I got it to write product descriptions for me. I've used them. So there's lots of stuff. If you were to go on my website right now and read it, I didn't write that. A robot did. It sounds damn good. But someday, have this magic person that would just, I'd sit and paint and film all day, and there'd be this magic person on the other end of a Dropbox folder somewhere that would edit everything, create social media posts, create product listings, edit the photos of the artwork and get it ready for things like stickers and create all, like, oh God, it would be so easy. Well, very quiet. No, it's not a bad thing. Oh, that's good. 2 mugs and a possible custom order. That's awesome. That is really, really good. It's not a bad thing to have a quiet day for your first one, because there's so much that you're unsure of when you're just going into it, right? And that goes for whether you do them all the time and you just haven't, like, every year your first one is going to be like, okay, here we go. You know, it takes a long time to have that become just down to a science. It's hard. Do you go back again tomorrow? All right. So if you are using a small tool to do walking dots, you can extend the line of your walking dots by dipping and dotting a few extra times, right? So walking dots is normally dip and then dot, 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 right? Like this. But if you won't have enough paint on your tool to do that long of a line of walking dots, then dip and dot, dip and dot, dip and dot, and then dip, and then we walk from here. Dot, dot. Hi, Letitia. Nothing. Oh, it's next week. Okay, awesome. Who cares? Exactly, who cares? It's all practice, right? It's all huge practice. That's amazing. Eating sushi with my brother and parents. Oh, because you're so full. I hope you're having a good visit. That's wonderful. We are working on the table, and I'm eating chips along the way. Sometimes you can get enough paint on it to do a couple of dots that are the same size. So when I describe this to myself in my head, it's dip and dot, walk on 4, right? So when I say dip and dot, walk on 4, this is how I break it out in my mind. Dip and dot, number 1, dip and dot, number 2, dip and dot, number 3, dip and dot, walk on 4. Do you guys describe stuff in your head while you're painting to walk yourself through it? Daughter, set up your link tree. That's amazing. That's amazing. You got a social media manager right there. That's amazing. That's the dream. Mm-hmm. 3 more. And then I think we're going to get 2 more rows of walking dots. I think. Well, I'm happy you're here, Letitia. It's good to see you. I didn't think we'd see much of you this weekend. And I hope it's a fabulous visit for you and your family. I need another chip. It really is the dream to have that social media manager. Once she's perfected you, find out what she charges, and I'll hire her to do mine too. She wants to make a career out of it. Dip and dot, scoop and scoop have been coming up in your head now. Yes, Molly. That's Mall Rocks. Molly, are you still here? I just count. Yep. And you're counting when you're watching me too. Totally get that too. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So weird to have my brother in the house again because he's almost married for 10 years already. Oh, wow. Oh, that's nice, though. But definitely strange when you're used to not having them around, eh? All right, totally just zoned off into my own little world. How you doing? Oh, hi, Sue. I don't say it in my head. You say it out loud? Yep, that works too. Now visiting without his wife, so... Oh, that's kind of nice. Have to stop singing to count my walking dots sometimes. Yep. Oh, so glad to not be alone in that. Every time I get anything where I get to the number 12, I immediately revert to Sesame Street with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Do, 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 do. Every single time. Doesn't happen very often that I dot and count to 12. Ow! Whenever I do. Ow. It didn't even land on me. Why did I say ow? Never mind. Everything's fine. Just dropped my tool. Was not an ow moment. So what's everybody got going on for the rest of the weekend? It's also nice when they come together, of course, but it's like some memories to sit in the car. Oh, yeah, totally. Like the count. 1, oh, 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 oh. 2. That's so awesome. All right, so I'm gonna switch my tools. Excuse me. I need to find it. Where the hell is it? I go and put my tools away and now I can't find anything. Isn't that the way? You put your stuff away and that's when you can't find it. You need it and you can't find it. There we go. All right. Dark yellow. At least one more row, maybe 2. I increased my tool size. I'm going to do just the peak dots first, and then I'll move you again to a different angle here when it's time to start walking the dots. How are we doing for time? All right, perfect. So we're going to get these done, and then we're going to have some time to work on the little mini mandala that just swung past there. Tripped over my dog. Oh no, Sue. Oh, I'm so sorry. That must be painful. I hope you feel better soon, Sue. Oh, that sounds nice, David. That's lovely. When you wake up and you've got that just, oh, it's raining today. This is my day. That's awesome. Wonderful news. I used regular pencil on this table because it's a metal table, but it's coated in this black matte plastic. And I've been really, really pleasantly surprised by how well the eraser has come off on the spots where, in the center where everything is completely done and ready to go. So when in doubt, don't forget about just regular old pencil and an eraser. You just want to make sure that your paint is super, 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 super dry. Tomorrow's Father's Day here. Yep, here too. Oh, nice. That's lovely with all the flowers at Grandma's. That's nice. Point with my actual GP on the 30th. So I'm going to ask if he can help with trying to get something done about... Oh, that would be wonderful, Sue. Yes, that's a great thing to ask him. I hope they can. I'm waiting so long. I'm so sorry. But my young nieces will also be there, so I can bring my paint stuff to make sure I only bring paints I want to share. Well, that's the trick, right? The heat makes the pain worse, so hopefully the rain, if you get some rain, that'll help, eh? So this is the little mini mandala that we're going to work on. We're going to put one of the metallic espresso dots in the middle. We'll do some top dots on here. We'll do the metallic espresso in the center. We're going to add more swoops and see how this one's going to finish off. But we'll do that after 1.5 more rows of walking dots in the dark yellow. Yeah, we're going to do 3 rows of walking dots. Plenty of space for them. And I might end up adding something else around the petals. I'm thinking that they might need some swoops around them too. But we'll wait and see how it looks when the whole thing is done, because then that's when any empty spaces will make themselves known. Sometimes I just go in and start filling in empty space. And sometimes I wait until everything else is done to give me a better idea of what should actually go in that empty space. Depends on the piece. I was hoping to fix that little bit right there. Yep, done. There we go. All right, halfway there. Oh, and we got the little ray of sunshine in there too. Isn't that nice? I like heat, but not when you have to work in it. No kidding, right? Rain on Sundays is perfect. Lets you just stop for a bit, right? I sometimes like to do all the bigger parts first as well, and then to see quick results. Yes, it's much more gratifying quicker, right? Yeah, to just punch it up a little bit. But that's the thing. Sometimes you don't know where that punch needs to be until everything else is done, right? Because it's going to be dependent on how the rest of the piece kind of comes together. That's nice to know I'm not the only one that does that. We all have those pieces too that we have to just set aside and just look at them for a little while and see if they will tell us what they want us to do next. All right. One more petal, and then we will get started on the final row of walking dots. And then we can get to the little mini mandalas. I think those are going to be fun. So if you're just joining us, don't forget that the weekend of the 24th, 25th is the next workshop. The examples I gave are on flower pots, but the design will work perfectly good on a flat surface as well. And tickets are available for that workshop through the link in my bio. And then there is also a downloadable pattern for the flower pot designs as well. It is not included in the workshop. It's meant to be a companion for those who want it. It helps keep the cost of the workshops down too. And not everybody wants them, right? So one or the other or both, whatever your preference is, it'll be there. And all those links are in my bio. If you have any questions though, please don't hesitate to reach out, okay? All right. Heat index is 113. Ugh. Oh, Tina, that sounds awful. That's hard to have the energy to do anything. Yeah, when it makes it hard to sleep, it's just too much, right? All right. Gonna do the peak dots and then get ready to do. Isn't it pretty, Cara? I know, it's so pretty. I'm so glad it's turning out so good. All right. So this is taking us almost to the edge. Close enough to the edge anyway. Yeah, just have to stay in the AC and take care of yourself as best you can, right? Phone's about to die. Okay, sounds good, David. We'll be here. Where am I located? I'm in Ontario, Canada. I'm good. Everything's fine here. Oh, that was for Tina. Yes, that's in Tina. That's for Tina. At that rate, stay in with the AC in the air. Gotta be so hard to breathe. No, you would not do well there at all, I assume. That's a quick place to know to not go to. Hey Rebecca, how you doing? Good to see you. I've got a stream of light coming in because my blinds are all mucked up. Hold on. A little bit better. There we go. Ooh. All right. I think I need another chip. Hi, Audrey. All right, here we go. Last row of walking dots. Oh, that was lovely. I think I'm going to add some more paint, though. I need to go to Michael's. Good, just got back into cell service, hopefully at last, driving from Prince George to Edmonton. Oh my goodness. That's one hell of a drive. How long of a drive is that? Can handle the heat on holiday with a pool and some nice drinks, but not here at no, right? No. That's the thing. There's so many places that just aren't ready for that. There's places not ready for the heat. It's like, it made me so mad when people were, when Texas got all that snow. And people online were just being assholes about it. And I'm like, why would they be prepared? Why would they have the infrastructure? Why would they ever need to deal with that when we deal with it all the time? So it makes sense to us. But of course they wouldn't. Why would anybody know how to deal with that if that's not something you ever have to deal with? Hey, Darlene. Good to see ya. In the backseat of my car. Because Grandpa's in the front with my husband. Oh, that's lovely. That sounds wonderful. Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, you'd stop a little bit more. That makes sense. It would be 10. That's not too bad. I hope it goes well. Yeah, well, and then you throw the power outage there, right? You get that too, and then it's just a whole other huge animal. Snow in Texas, Shannon and her siblings were pulling a canoe, right? Behind a truck. Yeah. Bananas, right? Like, expecting Texas to be prepared for a blizzard is like expecting Alaska to be prepared for 45 degrees Celsius weather, right? For prolonged periods of time. And I know that everything is changing, of course, but like, it's just not. Wasn't fair. Anybody had all that stuff to say. I'm excited to get working on these little mini mandalas. These are going to be cute. Oh, your back seat reclines. That is sweet. That sounds wonderful. Chilling out there. That's wonderful. Being the passenger with the pup on your lap. That sounds fantastic. It sounds like a wonderful recipe for a really good nap. You too, Darlene? I love the walking dot pedals too. Oh, yay! I know, it is so much work. But thank you. Yeah, I think it was nice to pull that last bit of dots out. And keeping it out there. It would have been so easy to just do all swoops. And then don't forget, we've got this edging to do too, right? On the edge of the table. And we're going to take from the center of the sunflower. We're going to take this, and that's going to go around the outer edge. Hi, Audrey. How you doing? Hello. Hi, baby. How's it going? How's it going? What's up? What's up? How are you? You don't normally care that I'm here. That's nice. Go have a nap. Here, let me bring the pillow. Oh, no, I'm going to fall out of my chair. Hold on. Come here. Audrey. Come here. Come here. All right, or don't. I'm still doing this, though. I'm sorry. I had to negotiate with the cat to continue. You slept for 2 hours. Fantastic. Oh, I bet. Yeah, you're loving it. Hey, Doris. It's cute, eh? I think it's going to... Once the mini mandala gets the... oh, there's a hair right in there. Once the mini mandala gets the top dots and the rest of the swoops, I think it's going to be delightful. What is that? Is that a bubble? Or is it dirt? It was dirt. What's up, Audrey? Come here. Audrey. Hi. Come here. Come lay on the pillow. You cut your ear again. Son of a bitch. Hey. Don't eat paper, bonehead. Sorry. She's been scratching again. She's got a little cut in her ear. God, I wish I could figure that out for her. Yeah, she gives pretty good hugs. Audrey does give pretty good hugs. Don't you, Audrey? Not right now, though. We can take turns painting and taking care of her. It sounds lovely. Audrey. Let me see your ear. Why did you scratch again? Do I have to clean your ears again? Stop scratching. I'll put some coconut oil on her ears. That helps. I think that with it's so dry in here too. Between that and just the sheer volume of allergens that are flying around in our air here in the apartment, I think it's just a rough time for her. Poor thing. Oh well, she's all right. I don't know what kind of cat she is, but I can show her to you. Oops, it's gonna spin for a sec. Audrey. Hello. Hey. Hi. Hello, baby. Oh, I love you too. I love you. I love you. Yeah. I love you too. I love you. I love her so much. I never in a million years would have ever predicted that I like having a cat as much as I do. She is the best thing ever. No, I haven't. I'll have to look at that. Oh, I'm going to screenshot that, Barb. For like itchy spots, or is it an allergy thing? I'm guessing that, did you have to get an allergy test done first? That's the part that I'm dreading. She is fluffy. Your pup has allergies. Yeah, wouldn't hurt to look at it. Yeah, I screenshot it, so I'll see what I can figure out. I've been seriously thinking I need to get her some insurance. Ooh, Audrey, you okay? Audrey, you okay? Audrey, you alright? Okay. Alright. An allergy shot, no test. Oh. I'm going to ask about that. Thank you, Barb. Yeah, she's always scratching, and then she chews her. We go now and we get her nails filed. Number one, because she won't let me cut them, but number two, just because then they're filed down smooth. But she chews her back toenails. And then she ends up getting fur caught in it, ripping out fur. I'm totally going to talk to them about it, though. Thank you, Barb. Environmental allergies? Okay. Cut out corn, wheat, white flour. That helps you? Okay, cool. I'll have a look. I'll have a look and see what she's got. All right. We just finished the walking dots, you guys. Hello. And now we can start working on those guys. So we can now actually, before we get started on those, we will do some metallic espresso. Hey girl, baby. Top swoops and top dots. So we're going to start with these yellow swoops in here. I know it's so hard to guess what's wrong, and it's really expensive to figure it out for sure, but that's why if it's no test, and that would be amazing. Could totally do that. Thanks, Barb. Ah, thank you, Letitia. Oh, thank you, Darlene. I'm so glad you like it. Thanks, guys. I'm pleased with how it's turning out. Very, very pleased. So I'm glad you guys are liking it too. I almost went into the store where I bought the tables. I almost went in there today and bought more tables, but I didn't. And I'm really proud of myself for not going in there. And we had, I've been trying to figure out how I'm going to cover the tables to resin them, because the issue that I've had with the other two tables is getting dust and fur and stuff in them. So I'm trying to figure out what I could cover them with. And because they're so big, it's not like I can just get a Tupperware and put them inside of that like you can with smaller pieces. So I was looking online, looking on YouTube at what other artists use for the really large resin pieces. And most of the time it's a makeshift box that is just placed over to cover it, but it's also, it doesn't have a lot of airspace between the top of the surface and the box. So there's not all of this air for stuff to be flying around in. And I'm sure that that's part of what the issue was for me. So we recently, oh, that snuck up on me real fast. I'm so sorry. So we recently bought a chair and a portable air conditioner. And so I'm going to take those boxes and I'm going to try and actually make them into covers for the resin and kind of cut them down a little bit so that they're the proper size, but be able to have a cover. And the first in my head, I'm like, but that means you can only resin one table at a time. And that was an actual legit problem in my mind for a bit. And then I had a talk with myself and I said, so what? You're not resining any now. One at a time is progress, right? So buy myself something as a reward, right? About $80 a shot. Well, that's not too bad though. If it means that she's not going to slice herself open, I'll happily do that. Thanks, Barb. That's good to know. No, unfortunately, there's still dust and hair that can get in through that. Thank you for the blessed poo. The blessed poos. Okay. So now we're going to do these top dots. And the metallic espresso. What size do we need? What size? Way too small. 6. A little bit small. 7. I think a 7 will work. It was a good talk I had with myself. I don't even know what I said. Oh my God. It's terrible. Wasn't that terrible? I've mentioned this before, and it remains one of my biggest fears in life, is that I'm going to be on a live and I'm going to completely zone out and start talking about something that's going on in my head and not realize that I'm talking out loud. That scares the crap out of me. I've come to terms with the fact that I already do the thing where I'm talking mid-sentence and I just stop. I'm starting to come to terms with that one. Oh, my resining. Oh, yeah, that one. Yeah, I did. I had to have a talk with myself and say, you know what? You're not doing any right now. You do one of those tables at a time. One table every 72 hours. I'm still getting all 3 tables done and ready to go within a week and a half, right? So that's fine. That's nothing. Nothing. Thank goodness you guys are here to help me fill in the pieces of what the hell I was talking about. I could just say, oh, you know what? Maybe I should smoke less weed. But you know what? We all know that's not going to happen, right? I'm nowhere near mentally stable enough to try that yet. Woo-wee. Not a chance. All right. What size tool do we have here? We're going to do top dots in here. So we're going to do a size 5 in here. And I have to get my pen and paper, don't I, Letitia, so that I can remember what tool sizes I did. Thank goodness you mentioned that, because otherwise we would just be winging it right now. Or on the next one. I think this table is going to look super sharp under a coat of resin. All right. So now we've got that, and now we can do the swoops. The rest of the swoops. All right. Let me scroll back here. I'm scrolling back. Yeah, I'll notice by the comments, right? That at least helps. Sometimes, though, I'll get to a point where I've waited too long to come back to the comments, and I look and people say, "Me too, I agree," and I'm like, "With what? I have no idea." TCG knee. I don't know if I'm saying your username right. I'm so sorry. Saw someone use a shower pan liner. Oh, that's a brilliant idea. That's a really good idea. I'm going to look into that, see if I can find something like that. Thank you for that. That's a great idea. Yeah, maybe that's the problem, eh, Barb? It's just not enough. It's not that it's too much. It's that it's not enough yet. That's terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. All right, so we're just doing 3, so I think we might... Let's see. No, I can't do that. That one might have to come off and get fixed. That's okay. We are going to a smaller tool. Because it's a shorter distance. That's better. I definitely have. I do need to take a tolerance break, actually. That's 100% I do. 100% I do. I'm making a mess here. Can you tell? Not happy with those. Sorry, totally got lost. I don't think I like those. Oh, and I missed one. No, I don't like them. I don't like it. Okay, so we are going to start on the next one, and I might do a couple little things differently. Or a thing differently. Because those I don't like. I'm not going to get rid of the whole thing. I will end up scraping the swoops off of that other one and redoing it though. All right, so I need my size 7 tool. And we need our chocolate brown. We're going to start to build another mandala right here. Oops. I hate when that happens, when it just didn't quite look the way that I wanted it to, so I needed to fix that there. Haven't been paying much attention. Too many peeps at my house, and now we're leaving. See you all next time. It was good to see you, Christine. I'm glad it was a good day today. Lots of love to you. All right, now I need the Happy Dotting Company number 1. We are sticking with the chocolate brown. And, right, we are doing north, south, east, west, this is more like a clock. More like a clock. It's exactly like a clock. So when you do your north, south, east, and west and put 2 dots in between, that'll give you your clock, so your 12 dots. And if you put 3 dots in between, it'll give you your 16 point. All right. Now we go from that size tool. Oh, we use the same color, same tool, but just more paint. All right, here we go. Speaking of chocolate, did you check out? No, I didn't see that. 2 for $1. I did not see that. I did get myself an O. Henry bar and some peanut M&Ms today, though. All right. And then what other one? Number 4. Happy Dotting Company number 4. Where are you, number 4? Nope, that's not you. Nope, that's not you. Is that you? That's you. All right, we're doing every other one. So I think I want to switch. So on the other one, I did the north, south, east, and west as the petals. And I think this time I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to do this way. And I'm going to alternate them back and forth. Which I think it'll give it a neat little look. They'll be identical, but not completely. Here we go. All right, and now we're going to walk some dots. I think I'm going to do shaped swoops for those ones, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to play with it and see. Yeah, it's a perfect size for one of your stones. Yours might be a little bit smaller, but they're close. They're definitely close. Dark yellow. Here we go. So I dropped some chocolate brown paint on this dot. So I'm just literally going over it with the dark yellow. I'll go through before I resin and do a bunch of that stuff. But for now, all right, so now I need my straight tool. Can I use straight and micro daughter? Yes. All right. All right, micro daughter. Here we go. 30-centimeter ones. Oh my God, they look so gorgeous, those ones. It was good to see you, Barb. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Lots of love to ya. Once I really nail down the pattern that I want to use here, then I'll start mass creating them, right? Like, once I know the design, then I will lay out the chocolate brown dots on every single one, and then I'll go in and do all of the walking dots, and then they'll all progress at the same pace from that point forward. Oops, sorry you guys. Let's see. Cell service still sucks. Oh, that's frustrating. So because I wasn't able to do, or I didn't do my live last night on TikTok, I am going to be going live from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night on TikTok instead. I didn't want to cancel it outright, so just rescheduled. So if you're around and want to come hang out, I'd love to see ya. Please don't forget about the workshop coming up in a couple of weeks if you want to come. There are details and ticket info available on my website. It's 8 hours of live video instruction plus lifetime access to the videos for $20 Canadian. And I'd love to see you there if you want to come and hang out. Now the main design is centered around flower pots, but please don't let that discourage you if you want to come. I am working on examples on how to do the same designs, but on a flat surface. Thank you. It took me a second. So we will be doing a flat surface. I do have examples for a flat surface, so you don't have to have the gloss or enamel paints or multi-surface or anything to do this workshop. You can definitely come with a flat surface too, which is cool. It must be really beautiful drive. So peaceful. Hi, Ingrid. Get all 5 sizes at once when the last 2 are released. That's going to be one hell of a collection. Oops, sorry you guys. Just had to find a clean spot on my cloth to clean off the paint. Such a pain to have to spin it so much, because I know it's gotta be potentially making you dizzy. Just stuck my hand in wet paint. I just fixed it though. Oh, thank goodness. So it was this swoop that I stuck my hand in and it squished it, but I've been able to, it looks good as new now. I just smooshed it. Thankfully it was partly dry. Sometimes that works in our favor and sometimes it makes it worse. You were here the whole time? I'm sorry I missed you. I'm so glad that you're here. 15, 17 and a half, 20, 20. So how will you mount those? That's my question. How would you mount that on the wall? Yeah. Need time to dry, so just cast them all and then have them ready for when you get to it. That's a really good idea. Right. And I also didn't remember what the hell I was doing. All right, here we go. They advised to put strong garden wire inside, but they also made little... Oh, I saw... Is that what those stands that I saw were today? That's cool. That's cool. Sorry, I know it's a lot of spinning. Here we go. Put a hanger in them when you pour. Oh, that's a good idea. All right. Yeah, I was wondering about that. That's so cool. One of these days. And until then, I've got more than enough paint stuff to paint around here, but let me tell you, Devon dotting is the addiction of the century, right? All right, so now we need dark yellow. And I just want to see something here. All right, so we're just going to make these a little bit bigger. So we're going to be signing off in about 15 minutes, you guys. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out today. I hope to get to see you again real soon. I'll be live on TikTok tomorrow night from 8 to 11. It's the rescheduled live from last night. And then I will be posting the live schedule for next week as well. The workshop starts next week. The first mini live is, I believe, Wednesday. And then our main workshop sessions are coming up on the 24th and 25th. If you have any questions at all about prepping for that, there's a ton of info now up in the Facebook group where the class is going to be. Dad has a big storage for his company, bathrooms, renovations and stuff, and he told me I could have a part of that storage. And the gypsum makes total sense. That's amazing. That's awesome. That is freaking fabulous. How fun. This little pointy tool saves my ass more times than I can ever say. It's part of a set from Dollar Tree. It's a puncture tool. So whether you go to a Dollar Tree or you find it somewhere else, if you look at for a scrapbooking or paper craft punching tool, it will do the job for you. All right, last dark yellow swoop. Now we are going to go in. Damn it, and I put my paint on the wet paint over here. I put my paint pot on it. See how it's smooshed? Here we go. Yeah, no kidding. You need a ton of space. That's a wicked. I think you totally need to do that. I think that looks so much fun too. I look at Christina Lee and she's got her warehouse space and it's just delicious. Use this to make tiny holes in your spider enclosures. Oh, that's awesome. How'd your day go today, Holly? How'd you make out? All right. Where are you? There you are. Oh, that's good. Is it tomorrow as well, Holly? Well, see, that one was better. That's what I wanted. I don't want what's on the other side there. This one's nice. I like this one. This one. All right, so that means I need to use less paint. Maybe I should start ordering the gypsum per bag. Yeah, you totally should. I get mine in 50-pound boxes. But that's as big as I can get them. When's your next one, Holly? Oh, of course. Of course that's when it started to rain. That makes total sense. I am eating Lay's sea salt and pepper chips. They're one of my favorites, but they chew up my mouth. That's better. All right, that's better. I should probably stop eating though, because I am gonna go pick up dinner. That sucked. That's the noise for today. When stuff doesn't work, it's time for the raspberry. And off we go. Hi, Sharon. Good to see ya. Hoping next month another mall, some town near me. Oh, I hope so. Take out the word mall. I figured it maybe it meant small. I'm not sure. No idea if I could get those, but honestly, I would have so much fun playing. You really would. You would enjoy it, wouldn't you? Oh, these swoops are not having it today. And that one's too small. All right. I totally get that too. 90% of the words I have to go in and redo after autocorrect. Has done its disaster on it. Much better. That one was a good one. All right. This means I'm not creating my muscle memory because I'm doing different sides at a time. So let's try this. We go all this side. There we go. That's better. And then we're going to take off this one. I'm just going to smooch it up. That one's fine. That one needs to come off. And that one needs to come off. All right, so I will fix those after. All right, I think this is going to be my natural stopping point because I'm going to have to pull all of those off, and I am going to have to pull those off as well, and then I'm going to redo them because those ones on the right were the size that I was looking for, just like that. Much, much happier with those and how they come down in a nice tiny point. So it's finding the mix of the right amount of paint. I use the same size tool the whole time. It's just a matter of the amount of paint and how to pull it down. If I'm switching back and forth from, you know, swooping on this side to swooping on that side to swooping on this side to swooping on that side, I just reiterated to myself why I don't typically do that. I do all of one side, and it's so I can get that muscle memory in so I can really figure out how I need to get my hand to move to creating it over and over again. Oh, fantastic, Holly. I'm telling you, exactly, Vicky. It's totally time to say, nope, need a break. Time to move on to something else. 100%. Holly, I'm telling you, you have a booth that is just cows top to bottom, sort them by color. You are going to, that can be your retirement fund. You make such beautiful stuff. All of your stuff is beautiful. I don't want to take away from anything else that you make. Those cows, man, they're magic. Especially because of my dad's storage, I also have like the industrial sanding machine. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, that'd be amazing. Autocorrect drives me up the freaking wall 95% of the time. It totally does, right? It totally does. And you're like, no, that's not what I was saying. I knew what I was saying. Change it to a whole different word. Or when it misspells and it doesn't change the word, you're like, how can you not guess what I was trying to say there? You changed the other crap to all kinds of other garbage, but you couldn't figure out that when I typed S-M-A-E, I meant S-A-M-E. Really? Not even enough to give me a suggestion. Drives me crazy. All right, well, let's do a zoom out here. So we're getting closer. We got to do the experimentation on that stuff. And then we'll start to fill in the rest of those. That'll probably be what takes us the 3 hours tomorrow. We might be able to get all of those done tomorrow. And then there will just be the border. And this is going to go out here. That I think is going to look really freaking cool. But we're getting there. And then once that's done, then we can go in and do detail. And it's almost done. So 8 to 11 p.m. tomorrow night on TikTok. If you want to come and hang out, I'd love to see you, and I will do my absolute best to get the live schedule out for next week, maybe even tomorrow. Tomorrow's a little bit busy, so it might not be till Monday. But yeah, hopefully we'll get a chance to hang out again really, really soon. Thank you for coming and hanging out today. Oh, you too, Darlene. Oh, thank you for being here. I'm so glad to have gotten a chance to hang out with you guys. Thank you, Vicky. Thanks, Tina. Oh, I'm so glad. Thanks, Holly. Thanks, Letitia. Good night, Ingrid. Sounds good, Sharon. Sending you lots and lots of love. Everybody, please take care of yourselves, okay?